Hello, John here. Today we're going to be taking a look at some of the more advanced functions that you'll find in the SPYSPHERES MS2D program, to which you can utilize to formulate your strategy for the game. So, today we're going to be taking a look at the light and dark functions, as well as two other functions that may be useful for you. Now, the light and dark functions are probably some of the most important ones aside from actually taking pictures, as it's important to manage your energy and making sure you're knowing where you are in order to get the most points possible. So let's take a quick look. We have get my or other energy here. So what this does is it basically returns back to you an integer or a float, a float on how much energy you have left. So very useful. There's not really much I can say about it other than the fact that you need to make sure you're watching how much energy that you have. So knowing how much energy you have is really good for your program to have, so that way you can make decisions based on if you have low energy, high energy, if you need to move out to light zone to recharge, and so on and so forth. So knowing how much energy you have is very useful. Put that aside. These two are pretty much the same thing, but they cover two different ideas, if you will. This one checks to see if you or the opponent is in the light zone, and this one checks to see if you or your opponent are in the dark zone. So this one will return true if you or the opponent is in the light zone, and this one will return false if you or true if you or the opponent are in the dark zone. Very useful because in order for you to be able to take pictures of your opponent, you have to make sure they are in the light zone. And in order to avoid having your opponent take pictures of you, you might not want to be in the light zone. So knowing when you're in each zone is very helpful, because you can see about rerouting your strategy and moving to hide in the dark zone, or going out into the light zone, so that way you can recharge and making sure that the computer knows you're in the light zone. So very useful, very good to keep tabs on, just like your energy, knowing if you're in the light or in your dark. These are very good bases for your strategy. Aside from that, we have get light switch time. This is also very useful because about every 60-ish seconds, it says a bit more exact in the game manual, but every 60-ish seconds, the zones between the light and the dark actually flip-flop. So what was usually light is now dark, and what was usually dark is now light. And get light switch time will tell you how much time there is left until you actually switch spots. So if you know that you need to recharge and you have like 10 seconds left on the get light switch time, you may want to see about staying in the dark zone and not doing anything, since it's just about to switch. But knowing how much time you have left till the light switches is also very useful, and a very good conditional to have in your arsenal. Now, these last two are other functions. They're specifically get my or get other score and get remaining fuel. Much like a few others, I have never personally found any uses for these, but they're there for you in case you need them. So if you want to make your condition based on your score, if you want it based on maybe you have low fuel and you want it to do something, then these are there for you to use. And with that, that's a very quick run through of some of the all of the light and dark functions that are available to you. Just as a quick refresher, this one tracks your energy and returns a number. This one tracks to see if you're in the light zone and returns true if you're in the light zone. This one tracks if you're in the dark zone and returns true if you're in the dark zone. This one returns an integer of how much time you have left until you switch. And then this one returns your score, and this one returns how much fuel you have left. And with that covers all of the exclusive functions to the SPYSPHERES MS2D program. So with all of that, you now have new ways to see about trying to improve your program and utilizing everything that the API has to offer for you. So I wish you guys luck, best of luck, and good luck on your. I just said that 3 times. You know what? Ciao. Have fun out there.